we are live on the last day of April. Maybe we got a little bit of a delay here and there, but we should be good. And we're here with a real listener league rookie draft. So if you haven't done your drafts yet, you'll get a little bit of a insight here on how maybe your rookie drafts will go. And yeah, Brian, you ready for this? I mean, you got a couple picks, right? Not till later, but you never know what they'll turn into.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how good the research is done. My earliest pick out of my five Dynasty leagues is 107. So I haven't been looking that hard at some of these later guys. I am kind of more of a trade my picks for players now kind of guy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it almost paid off in this league. You came in second place. So, I forget how close it was. I feel like it was kind of close, and then it was, Brando kind of took it kind of handedly, if I remember correctly, but you might remember better.
Yeah, it wasn't that close. I think when I did the math on one of the trades I could have made, I could have beat him by like 0.2 points or something, but I don't even know if I would have started the right guys.
Yeah. But yeah, I do have the 101 in this league. I did not earn it. I earned the 104. And I was just trying to remember. I was looking through the trades and I couldn't find the trade with Garlic Bread, but then he reminded me, I guess he traded up in last year's rookie draft to get Caleb Johnson. And part of that trade up for him was his 26 first, which turned into the 101. So always fun to look back on stuff like that.
Yeah.
We got
David, set your cue right now.
Yeah. Yeah. If you can't set your cue, David, I'll start it about 5 minutes late. I don't want to keep everyone, but yeah, I'll start at the draft 5 minutes late, and then we'll roll. 101 is up for grabs. If anyone wants to try and get the 101 from me, please do. Also, if you're interested in the 107, I'm down to start talking about that. So I did have the 104 up until just the morning of today, and I traded back from the 104 to the 107 and got T. Higgins. Did that with Mr. Brando there, the champion. So I was pretty happy about that trade. Gives Brando 2 top 6 picks in this draft as well. And yeah, let's get this draft going here soon. Yeah, dang it, David. No, you're good, David. No worries. We don't have the dinner that we thought we were going to plan, so we're not in a super big rush. Yeah, so how that's gonna work there, Idle is I'm gonna once the 212 goes off the board, which is Garlic Bread's pick, I'm gonna pause it. You just let me know who you want. Either probably use the draft chat will be the easiest. Let me know who you want, and then I'll add it to your team, and then everyone kind of has to refresh, and that player will be on your team. So that is for winning the toilet bowl. So how we're doing this, I'll set it up for everyone. If you guys watch, the guys, which I'm sure a lot of you do over at Dynasty Land. I mean, they're one of the biggest Dynasty channels out there. They do this kind of live rookie draft, and I really like the idea. So we're going to give 5 minutes on the clock for the first 2 rounds. Everyone has a option, the ability. Oops, it auto started. Everyone has the ability to stop the draft one time if they're making if they're discussing trades and stuff like that. It gives you an extra 5 minutes. Obviously, you can only use it when you're on the clock. You only get 1 for the entire draft. If you do happen to make a trade, once the timer's out or a trade is made, I'm going to restart the draft, and whatever time was left, once I stopped it, that's what you get. So if there's 10 seconds left, if there's 5 seconds left, you got to make your pick, or you got to have your queue set up and stuff. I'm not going to reverse auto picks and all of that. So, yeah, I think that's it. Might be missing something, but it's it.
I'm gonna go out on a limb and add Jeremiah Love to my queue. He might fall to 311. You never know.
You never know. That is a good point, though, for anyone. Obviously, Jeremiah Love's going to be going here pretty soon. If you are watching, try not to, mention why is this player not gone and stuff. Don't think it's really going to affect anything, but we don't want a draft to get kind of ruined. If someone who's hoping someone falls and then they read a comment in the YouTube chat or whatever. So, can you trade me the seconds I have for the 101 as a courtesy for that bust that is Caleb Johnson? Yeah, that is rough, man. I mean, I don't think anyone realized or thought that he was going to be that big of a bust. So, but who knows? Maybe he turns it around. Who freaking knows? I think, I was going to say, I think I don't know. You see these guys like Jonathan Brooks is a good example of guys that they can gain back value and stuff like that. Like Jonathan Brooks is a top 35 running back according to Dynasty guys. Keep trade cut. So guys can enter or get back value here even if they don't really do anything. So you never know. You never know with Caleb Johnson. So yeah, going to start this up in about 3 minutes. Hopefully David will be through the tunnel there. 101 is up for grabs. If you do send trades, I do recommend adding people because it could be hard to kind of see during the draft, when trades pop up. And so train is leaving. You'll be out of service for 5 minutes. All right, sounds good, David. We'll start it up here in just a couple minutes, and then I'll take a couple minutes before I do make the pick. So any news that we need to talk about?
Quentin Johnson got 5th-year option.
Yeah, that's right.
We didn't talk about that, right? I don't know. It's been a little while since I was on because I was camping this last weekend.
Yeah. We talked about it like me and you did last night, but
yeah. That's what made me think of it, honestly. Mm-hmm. So in case you guys haven't noticed, I got eminent domained out of both my usual recording spots. Mike is right above me, actually. In my I usually record from my wife's office, but she's working like a sucker. And Mike's staying in the spare bedroom. So I am in the garage, and
you go.
It's where a lot of good football happens anyways. It's kind of our spot. It's kind of a mess right now, or else I would show you guys, but you've seen the background once or twice.
Yeah. First time we're recording under the same roof in a while, or in the same city in 10 months or so. So, John, Garlic Bread in another league, I traded the 110, 112, and a projected 27 first for Jonathan Taylor. Brings my running back room to Love, Taylor, Tootin, Chase Brown. Yeah, that's a pretty good running back room there for sure. Crazy early fantasy draft, and I thought mine was early on May 22nd. Yeah. They should outlaw roofs. Everyone has different opinions. I saw someone drafting Saturday night, after the NFL draft started. So everyone has their own thing. There's some people that think we shouldn't, rookie draft shouldn't happen for until or July or something. Some people want to do it right away. I think most people want to do it right away. You want to kind of get into it. So, I'm going to start this up here. I'm going to take a little bit of time myself. If anyone wants to make a move for the 101, I know it's a little hard this year to get it just because I feel like, we're not as excited about the later part of the draft like we were last year. I had the 101 last year. I think I drafted it in our startup. I know I did. And I got 3 firsts on it from it. So, yeah. I was kind of hoping to get something similar to that. This is by the way, the settings here in this league, it's a 12-team start 12. So it's extremely deep. 12 teams start 12. Very, very deep league. It's a PPR league and a 1.25 tight end premium, super flex, of course. So tight ends are getting 2.25 per reception. And again, we have 12 starters in this league, so it's very, very deep. Depth really matters in this league. And who were some of the guys you were starting in the championship game last year? Do you remember?
No, I don't actually. Too many championship games.
You were in a lot.
Yeah. I honestly, I wish I could tell you. I could probably look through my team. I got plenty of time, I guess. Kind of just hanging out here.
Yeah.
I'm here for moral support for all you guys. I feel like Christian Kirk might have been started.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty sure Mike Gesicki too.
Gross.
Just guys along those lines, right? Like, where it's just like, yeah. I don't think I was starting Vidal at that point.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was a sad day.
Yeah. No, but it just shows you, like, and that wasn't unusual to be starting guys like that in that deep type of roster. So, my earliest league started drafting during day 3 of the NFL draft. Yeah, that's funny. It's possible. It's definitely possible to draft, especially in this draft. To guys going in the 3rd and 4th round, it is 100% possible to be drafting guys that might not even make teams this year. So, all right, David's back. Brando, I saw your trade, but I think I'm okay there. I think I'm just going to keep the 101 there. I appreciate the trade. I mean, if anyone potentially, we can always make trades afterwards. So I'm just going to take, of course, Jeremiah Love off the board there. And now we have David on the clock, who is on the train. He kind of already leaked who he thinks he's going to pick, but of course anyone can trade with him if you want to get that 102. I got JT in a 27 second for the 110 and a 27 mid first. Okay. Nice. Didn't miss the first pick there, Rick. So sorry, I talked over you.
No, you're fine. I know we're on a little bit of a delay. I liked the JT trade.
Yep. Yeah.
I'm just kind of clicking through everybody. I'm like, all right, where did all the picks go? Because I never have any. So, Bob the Builder collected a few. I like it.
Yep. Seeley's on the clock, red zone. We do have a lot of trades. I think, I don't know if any other trades happened when I said it, but it was 29 of the 48 rookie picks were traded here. So, in this draft, or at this point, so we might see some more traded. Who knows? And we see Jordan Tyson off the board. So I feel like last year we did get some trades in our other leagues. This year, I think people are again really want those top picks, and then they're not sure about what else. But so we'll see if we get some more trades later on or not. I am willing to move the 107, move back a little bit, or even move it completely if anyone wants the 107 there. But pretty chalk there, the first 3 picks for a lot of rookie drafts I've been viewing. Yeah, no worries, David. No worries whatsoever. We got our champion on the board who traded for this pick, so let's see who he traded up for. yeah. All right. He's calling the trade window here. So I'm going to pause it. There was about four. What was there? About four. There was 4+ minutes there on the clock. So plenty of time. I'm going to start the timer here. And he has 5 extra minutes if he needs it. If you don't need it, you can just make your pick there, Brando, or tell me to stop it. I'm going to mark you off that you have used your trade window there. So
now you can't make a pick while it's paused, right?
I think you can. I think. I know you can when it's like overnight pauses on like slow drafts.
Yeah.
So I think you can. Oh, nice! You're in a league with them. What were you saying?
I was just gonna say I'm asking for a friend.
You trying to move up here?
Yes.
Yeah. He says he looks like he can make the pick while paused. Cool. Yeah, if you are, I'll if you are actually trying to move up, like feel free to dive into that, and I'll take over the talking here.
No, it's not me.
Oh, okay.
I was just lying.
Yeah. You can make a pick when the timer is off overnight. Yeah. I know the overnight pause you can. So, we do have a comp pick as well. So, if you guys are just joining us, by the way, make sure to hit the like button for us. And another, by the way, we're going to try and get one more listener league set up. I need to announce that because I know there's a lot of people interested. It's going to be an auction league. So we're going to try and do an auction league, obviously Dynasty, and best ball as well. So if you're interested in a little bit different, I've never done an auction league personally. I'm excited to potentially do it. Join our Discord if you're new and not in there. I know we have some people interested in there, so I'm probably going to announce that here pretty soon. Going to be. I saw the trade, at least the one you sent me. I think I'm good there. I think I'm all right. I think I'm okay there. So, but yeah. So yeah, we have a comp pick. The winner of the toilet bowl gets the 213. So I'm going to pause the draft, and then they will. Okay, we got the pick made. So the trade window is done, and Brandon Balls Deep is on the clock here at the 105. Interesting. I know he was very interested. We know, Balls Deep is family. I was talking to him yesterday. He really wanted one of those top 3 receivers. So they are off the board. Any surprises?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, given the format and everything, but it tracks with this league in general. And we definitely talk about that quite a bit. Like, you got to know your league. Every league's different, and every player's different too. Sorry, every manager, I guess I should say, to not like mince words too much, but everyone values positions differently and everything. And we definitely played. We know Balls Deep family. Oh yeah.
Yeah, that probably came out wrong.
Yeah, well,
came out wrong.
Well, it went in right though. It went in Balls Deep.
Right. Yeah, it does feel like well, I guess we'll talk about it when we can. So
I don't know if we're really dancing around anything that's not necessarily. Go ahead.
Yeah. No. I was done. It's the delay that's messing with us a little bit. So, but yeah, I mean, all the players, like quarterbacks, are still valuable in this league. Like if you look at the WAR in this league, like if they perform how they should. Actually, this league doesn't have like a position that's like drastically better than the other one, like our Zeus league, which is running back heavy, and it's definitely the market for running backs is insane in that league. Maybe partly my fault, but this one it's all relatively the same. But obviously, it's just who performs, and I know QBs are a little bit down right now. So yeah, just over 2 minutes on the clock here for Brandon. Let's see which way he's going to go. He might be tilting a little bit.
Oh shit. Yeah, I get that I never think about my guys, my roster in terms of like percentage of points. Especially in like super flex. Like I just I feel that QBs are the currency in super flex leagues no matter what. There's the haves and the have-nots. But a lot of times that will turn into, like, if you have league mates who don't want to trade you for backups and stuff, which I ran into that a little bit last year, where it's like, okay, well, like it was kind of interesting. I remember, so in our home Dynasty league, we had a guy who was like very much contending. And he basically didn't want Mac Jones in that league, even though Brock Purdy was his obvious like starting quarterback. And he was like, no, I don't want Mac Jones. Like I'll give you a 28 third or some shit like that. Or I don't remember exactly what it was. It probably wasn't that bad. And I was like, no, I'm just going to keep him. And like, I feel like if you're not willing to wheel and deal a little bit, like you're almost taking yourself out of contention at that point, where it's like, oh, well, I'm screwed because one guy got hurt and I'm not giving up a second 2 years from now for a guy, and it's like, all right, well, I guess you're just going to lose then.
And Mendoza comes off the board. It's one of those things, and then Price quickly off the board after that. I'm at the 107 here. I am willing to move this pick if anyone is interested. It's interesting with quarterbacks in general, like because they might be devalued a bit, but you still hardly ever see quarterback trades that don't involve another quarterback in it. And that just shows you how hard it is to get a surplus of quarterbacks, So, but yeah, I am willing to move this trade. I'll give it a couple minutes here, or this pick. I'll give it a couple minutes here. If anyone's interested moving up, I know some people have a teardrop here a little bit. Maybe, I don't know. I do not know. But yeah, Mendoza at the 105. Like I've probably seen that more often than I have seen Mendoza at like the 102 or 103. I think it's just a combination of like people aren't super excited about Mendoza. They know he's not going to start, to begin the year. So.
Well, we don't know that. I'm thinking he's not going to. And I think most people are. But I don't know. I mean, let's see what happens in the preseason and stuff. And, the Raiders, I doubt they're thinking they're not super delusional. Like, oh, yeah, like we're going to win the division this year and stuff. But, I mean, what better year to try for that, than when Patrick Mahomes probably isn't going to be starting, give yourself a better shot. But, the Chargers and the Broncos are no slouches either. So.
Yeah, I think barring injury, I'd be surprised if Fernando is starting. I think it's more of just like protecting him than anything. Like, Drake May didn't start. Jacoby Brissett started over Drake May. And it was the smart thing to do because I remember like 2 years ago that the Patriots' schedule to start was like brutal. So, yeah, I'll get to Ricky here in a second when he goes off the board, but I'll give it another 30 seconds or so if anyone wants to hop in here. Let me know. If not, all good. I'm still kind of torn on who to take, to be honest. I'm a little bit torn. I definitely have a tier of guys here. I'm a little bit torn on who to take. So I'll make it easy for me. Type it in the private chat if you want. Yeah, I think I got a trade offer. Wait, hang on 1 second. I think I need a little bit more there, Idle, just to go back that far. I think at that point it gets a little sketchy in the draft, to be honest. So, honestly, I'm looking to compete on this team. I know I didn't make the playoffs last year.
You are in trouble.
Why?
Just based on, I don't know how many of these guys I would really expect to be productive contributors. But, deep format. So it's possible.
Yeah, for sure. And I might even take a guy that it's not going to help me compete this year at all. So, man, I am torn. I'm torn on what to do, but I'm gonna bite the bullet. I'm gonna bite the freaking bullet. I'm taking Ty Simpson. I don't feel great about it, but I'm gonna do it. Ricky,
I don't mind that pick at all.
No, I mean, I definitely need. I can show my team as well. I definitely need a QB3 in this league. I mean, I don't know if he's going to be my QB3 this year. Probably not, unless Stafford gets hurt. But I feel pretty good about the team overall. Let me know when a pick gets made, and I'll switch back over there. But I'm starting Dart in May, and I don't really have a QB3 at this point. I have a bunch of quarterbacks on my roster, but maybe McCarthy is my my QB3. But I feel really good about this team. Like Travion Henderson, Jeremiah Love is going to plug in there. AJ Brown, Christian Watson, Andrews, Rice, Waddle, DJ Moore, Harrison, Higgins. I fill out my starting roster, and that's really hard to do in a 12x12. So, and we did get a pick off the board here, and Cass wants to trade the 109 potentially. So, yeah, I have Concepcion, Ty Simpson, and one other player in a tier together, and again, I'm excited about potentially getting. I don't see much difference between Simpson and Mendoza, to be honest, and going back to like Ricky's hot take here, like about him having a better career. Like I don't think that's a huge that big of a hot take. So. A little bit less excited if McVay's not the coach, but man, it was just the beginning of last year that like we weren't even sure if Stafford was going to play with his back injury, right?
Yeah. It's a good thing to point out too. It's like they could start the same amount of games this year, like none. So
yeah,
I don't think we're really thinking that is likely, but it's definitely possible. Yeah, I don't mind the potentially. Like, we don't think the Rams are going to be bad this year, and them taking Ty Simpson where they did and like trying to hide it too by like not doing top 30 visits and stuff like that. I guess I heard that the Rams just don't do those in general, or I don't know if they, or I don't know if it was in particular to the Ty Simpson thing.
I heard something. What was it exactly? It was basically like how they did it. So like you have to report when you have like top visits with these top prospects and stuff. And I forget exactly what it is, if it's like the top 30 prospect or whatever. But like essentially like you have to report all that stuff. So teams would have known if like they officially brought him in for like a visit. But like how they did it, they like it was kind of like a loophole to where they didn't have to report that they actually like brought him in for a visit. And that was part of like their plan.
That's McVay just showed up to their house or to his house. No. That's not real.
We got the trade window. Sorry. I think we got a little over 2 minutes on the clock there. So trade window for
I'm supposed to be like keeping track of the chat for you when I'm not.
Nah, you're good. I got it as well. Just eyes.
Yeah, so yeah, that's what I heard. That's what was reported, where it's like they basically met with him in a way where they didn't have to report it. But about the Rams not doing the top 30 visits or anything like that, like was that specific to Simpson, or was that like the way I heard it was that it's like in general they don't do that, and it's kind of weird. But I don't know. I mean, they're obviously like taking care of business pretty much.
Yeah, yeah. They rely heavily on like I heard this a couple years ago with the Rams. Like they don't necessarily do as much scouting as like other teams. Like it's more like the number. They let the numbers tell them, and then like they don't send scouts out necessarily as much. Again, I forget exactly what it was, but I did hear something like that too. Like, and it's obviously working for the Rams. You know, they hit on, you know, just offensive players off the top of my head. Cooper Kupp, a 3rd round pick, Puka Nacua, a 5th round pick, Kyron, a 5th round pick. Like, yeah, I think there's a lot to that there. So yeah, I don't know. I tend to believe that McVay wasn't really in on the pick, but who knows? Cassie, got 4 minutes left on your trade window there. So just as a heads up, I don't know what to believe though. I heard like, oh, he was trying to be respectful to Stafford, blah blah blah. I don't know. Ty Simpson's a fascinating prospect because if McVay and if they were all on the same page about taking him, they had to have had him as like a top 5 or 7 prospect in this draft, because they would not have taken him had they not had him that high, because they're trying to win a Super Bowl, So I don't know. Interesting stuff. Stafford's going to rip off 2 more MVP years like Rodgers did when Love was Jordan Love was drafted.
Yeah, that's okay. Ty Simpson will learn a lot, because look, it definitely, like, we don't know what would have happened if they threw Love in right away, right? But I'd say overall it worked for him. He just had to wait a bit.
Yeah. Kevin saw the 109 and the 207 go for a 27-second. Dude, people are like, the amount of like the 27 picks, man, are just like, holy crap, just gold right now. Like, what's the most valuable thing on this earth? Natural. What's most valuable? What's more valuable than gold? Diamonds? Are diamonds more valuable than gold?
I mean, platinum definitely is. I mean, there's a whole shitload of elements that are like more valuable just because you can't go like dig that shit up,
Yeah.
Or at least not easily, but it all has to do with how you can use it, right? Because I mean, gold's kind of useful for like like electronics and stuff like that, but it's more valuable because it's hard to find.
Yeah. Minute and a half casts on your trade clock here. Yeah, that's insane. That, like, yeah, it's pretty insane. That being said,
ridiculous.
Yeah, uranium. That being said, I will trade the 210 and the 211 for 127 27 seconds, excuse me, or first. That's obviously not going to happen. But if anyone wants the 210, 211, I will trade that for a 27 second. Yeah, about just under a minute there, Cass.
I was going to ask you this before, but because I couldn't remember, I was like, so obviously you can call for the trade window. Wait, do you have to be on the clock to call for the trade window?
Yes. You don't read the messages.
Yeah, I really don't. I just ask you.
Yeah.
Usually on air.
Yeah. Yeah, you have to be on the clock. It's called the trade window. I also get a little bit too messy here. You got about 20 seconds, Cass, and I'm throwing you back on the clock. I think you still have about 2.5 minutes, though. So no rush there whatsoever to make that pick. But yeah, I like doing these live drafts. Again, the guys over at Dynasty Land, I'm sure most of you know who they are. Put me onto this, and yeah, it's a fun way to. And we're back on the clock there, Cass. 2 minutes and 20 seconds. Fun way to do the rookie draft. I know slow drafts are more convenient, but if you can set this up and give everyone about a month or even 6 weeks of heads up, it should work out. We see Kenyon Sadiq off the board. Sadiq the freak. Yeah, I have Concepcion, Sadiq, and Simpson in the same tier. I know it's a heavy tight end premium, and I thought about Sadiq, but to me it was down between Simpson and Concepcion. So my QBs, I have Dart and who? May. I have Dart and May. So I feel pretty good with those two, but I don't really have anyone else behind them. I have Rattler, McCarthy, Garoppolo, Mason Rudolph, like just a bunch of backups. So I definitely need a QB3.
Garoppolo's not even on the Rams anymore.
No, I mean, Tyrod Taylor's not even on a team. I think I have two guys on a team there. So
yeah,
we got Idle,
and you got Najee, and I think you dropped someone this morning for your trade. I thought that wasn't on a team also.
Antonio Gibson. I don't know why I had him on my team, to be honest. Some guys just slip under the radar.
Too many leagues.
Yeah, I think this is a pretty big drop off here for people. The 109. We got a trade. We got Bob, the builder, on the clock. Cass is on the clock. They made a trade. What is the trade? I'm excited. The 109 and the 206 are traded for the 110 and the 202. So basically, wait.
Yeah, so he moved back one spot to move up 4 in the next round.
But who has I'm confused here. But Sealy had the one. Oh, the 110. Okay. Oh, so they okay, I see. That's why I'm confused. So Idle traded for Sadiq.
Yeah, I wasn't sure that you could actually, like, how you could do that.
Yeah, I think it just trades the player to your team there. So
yeah, that's cool. That's good to know. Good to know.
So Sadiq, yeah, so he got Sadiq, and yeah, Cass moved up 4 spots, right? So in the second round from the 206 to the 202. So obviously Cass feels pretty good about either making a trade, and he wants to trade the 110, or he's fine with a guy that he's going to get here. He has 2 minutes on the clock. He cannot stop the clock again. But yeah, good to see. I love the live trades.
Yeah, so you mentioned like you like doing like the live drafts and stuff. I actually don't really.
Yeah.
I just do
Well,
it
we're a
because my
content
brother
creator.
told me that I have to.
And it's good for content too.
Yeah, I don't know. We could just do like a recap or something, like, or at least.
Yeah, but people don't care about that. Like people like to see the. Well, let us know. Do you guys like to see the live rookie drafts and startup drafts or not? So, I prefer them over slow drafts in general because slow drafts can just drag on. You know.
Yeah, I mean, and they tend to, but I just feel like the first. I would almost like prefer it to be backwards, I guess. Like, even though no one's going to tune in for, oh, let's watch rounds 13 through 28 in a startup, like,
Yeah.
So I mean, I get it. I like the moving around the board stuff, and that's like it's really hard. I haven't made any trades in any of our startups. Because it's too much to like half the time I don't even notice I get an offer,
Yeah, startups are always hard to trade. I actually feel like with rookie drafts live that there tends to be a little bit more like action, to be honest. Because like slow drafts, like someone's on the clock and they want to make a trade, but that person might not be like paying attention. And like I don't know, like people get impatient and yeah, startups though, like I feel like trades are never off the board. And we see Stowers off the board. So the Cass didn't have maybe a strong lean on Stowers versus Kenyon Sadiq there. So he takes Eli Stowers, and we got Sealy on the clock here. He took Jordan Tyson at the 103 pretty quickly, so he was pretty excited about that. So yeah, I mean, I get it. I think if you can get everyone to do a live draft, I think it's to me it's more fun in general. Like, so and I usually try. You also can trade before. David, it's Sealy. You can also trade before. Like, you don't have to wait until the actual draft to make trades. So I see both.
Yeah,
arguments.
I just
it's easier.
I just kind of yeah, I just like trading a little more where it's like, oh, okay, like I don't know. I've only done a few startups, I guess, where that were actually slow. I mean, I guess it's probably about even at this point, redraft is fine, like those live, because trades just never really happen in those. Have we ever done a redraft league where we have pick trading? Did we have it last year? I don't even remember.
No.
Yeah, I don't really like the idea of it necessarily anyways. All right, let's see. So for this pick, I gave this pick up plus something. I'm gonna look it up. It might have been a second for next year. Let's see. I remember who I got. Okay, so I gave up this pick and a 28 third for Travis Etienne, who did definitely help me because that was in December. So let's see if it was worth it for Mr. Red Zone here.
Yeah, I mean, in hindsight, maybe not, but just because, like, I think there's a bit of a drop off here for people. But yeah. By the way, Red Zone has back-to-back picks, so he can take 15 minutes here if he wants to make some trades. And let's see if he's. I know trades are potentially in the works here when their green dot goes away. I think that means they're like messaging. I don't know. Maybe not because they're still on the app, right? I don't know how the green dot works. Don't listen to me.
Yeah, the ever elusive green dot.
The ever elusive. Do you know who you're taking yet?
Me? Yeah. Well, my whole queue just got drafted in the first 10 picks, so no. No, I don't actually. I'm just kind of like, whatever. I'll figure it out when we get closer. I have a few ideas, but again, I really do feel like this class is a lot more just kind of like just take your guy kind of a thing. So I don't know how much like some of this ADP is really going to hold up,
Yeah, it was hard for me to rank 48 guys, to be honest. Like once I got out of like the 32-ish, I was like, I don't really know. 35-ish, I was like, I don't feel good about any of these. So usually you get easy. Like I usually make a top 50 video, and I just did it because I was like, I don't want to find 2 more guys, so I'm just gonna do 48 because that's 4 rounds. So 40 seconds there for Sealy. Remember, guys, if you trade, you inherit the time that's left on the clock. So just keep your queues all set up and stuff. Omar Cooper.
Okay.
Cooper's off the board here, and Red Zone is back on the clock. And then we head into round 2. Again, 210, 211 on the board. Both those. Calling trade window. Boom. I will start your 5 minutes here. And there we go. So Sealy's on the clock there. He was looking to wheel and deal.
Get it. Overall, so are you not too excited about this draft class in general, or do you think it's going to be a lot of I guess we can't really talk about specific players, and I haven't really got to talk to you about like who got drafted where and everything, but I guess we can talk about these guys, which are basically the only ones that anyone's really excited about. Do you think Carnell Tate became like your wide receiver 1 in the class? Like, no doubt about it when he got taken when he did?
Yeah, for me, he did. I still had, I ended up putting Tate and Tyson in the same tier because there's some people that were Team Tyson and stuff. And I don't think like he got top 10 draft capital, and he went to a team, even though he's going to be the 2, like they're going to sling the ball on the Saints and stuff. So to me, yeah, when Tate went to the 4th overall to the Titans, he was not only my wide receiver 1, but my 102, like pretty clearly over, Mendoza and Tyson. I still really like Mekhi Lemon a lot. And I know people are a little bit down on him going to the Eagles. But like, look at we had 4 years with AJ Brown, Jalen Hurts, and Devonta Smith, 2022 through 2025. The first 3 years, like AJ Brown was consistently top 12, and Devonta Smith was consistently like top 17, right? Top 18, 19, like right in that range. So like Lemon could easily still be a top 20 wide receiver. But in terms of the overall draft class, like I think it's just in these type of leagues, it makes it better because it's 12 by 12. And so like there's going to be guys in the second round that are valuable. And that's why I always caution people, because people just say like, blanket statement, trade all your second round picks. It's like, well, what kind of league do you play in? Do you play in best ball? Do you play in 12 by 12s? Like you can't just have these blanket statements and stuff. And so I do think there's going to be some players there, but yeah, I think it's just, it really does fall off, and there's not a whole lot of depth after, 15-ish, top 15 guys. Not to say no one's going to hit, but it was the lack of running backs. That was really what hurt this draft. It was just the lack of running backs in this class.
Yeah. So yeah, lack of day 2 running backs, especially.
Yeah, only one. So 2 minutes, Sealy, left on your trade window. Yeah, so it was just the lack of that, and 3rd round. the reality is, like, a receiver drafted third round or later, all those guys, probably like at least 80 to 85, maybe 90% of them are not going to be anything for fantasy. But, there's going to be 10 or 15 that are, 10 or 15% that are, and you just got to hit the right one. So, yeah.
Yeah. The running backs going later than a lot of people thought anyways, I guess, was kind of a little bit of the opposite of what we saw last year, right? Like where we thought running backs were going to get pushed down, and some of them did. Like some guys, and we saw production come out of some of those later rounds, but it was mostly due to it being such a deep running back class. And so a lot of teams, like we kind of talked about that before the draft last year, right? Like where it's like, well, are some teams going to view like, well, I don't have to like take, Travion Henderson like early because I can get this guy later, kind of a thing. So I'm not saying that's what happened. I'm saying that's what didn't happen this year.
Yeah. By the way, in the live chat here, the last message is from Caleb, right? That he wanted Sadiq idle. Just because I'm having like connection issues. I don't know if I'm like missing anyone.
Oh, sorry. On our live chat. Yeah, that's all I see.
All right, cool. Just wanted to make sure I'm not missing anyone there. I got about 5 seconds here before I put you back on the clock. I think you still have over 4.5 minutes. So, and he's back on the clock with 4.5 minutes left there. I want to see another trade. Let's do it. But yeah. Oh, by the way, if anyone wants I will trade the my third round pick, the 305 for a 27 third, and the 404 for a 27 fourth. If anyone is interested, just cash that out.
Just kick the can down the road.
Yep. I mean, damn, you can get a first round pick for a 27 second. So
yeah, apparently.
Yeah, I mean, dude, everywhere I see, I just see like, I'm in like a Facebook group and it's just like, don't trade your 27 picks, like, and it's fine. Like, I get it. We're super excited about it. So, also in this on this team, I do have 2 27 first and 3 27 seconds. So I kind of locked those up before the hype train got rolling on that. And we see Jonah Coleman off the board. I was wondering where Jonah Coleman was going to go. He went 4th round to the Broncos. So definitely some opportunity there. And it's kind of one of the last running backs that we're really that excited about, to be honest. So positional scarcity a little bit. Idle's on the clock at the 201. Still has his trade window. Yeah, how are you feeling about? What do you think about that? Normally, we don't see 4th round picks going in the first round of rookie drafts, but it was a running back off the board there. How are you feeling about him going to the Broncos? You think it's kind of deserved to go 112?
No, I mean, it's probably a little bit of a reach. I don't know. And like I was saying, like this is very much like one of those like get your guy type of rookie situations, I guess. And like if that's who you wanted, like I don't mind the situation. That's for sure.
Yeah.
The Broncos are such like a little bit of an enigma. Like you might have been able to wait until the 203, but if you had a couple other guys you were kind of debating between and he was your number one out of those 3 guys, you got to pick in a couple of like just a few more picks here. So might as well just take them, lock it up.
We got another trade window here. Hopefully I didn't miss that. So Idle is trying to deal the 201 here. if anyone is interested in the 201. Yeah, I think it's fine. The Jonah Coleman pick. I've seen him go even higher in rookie drafts. And again, positional scarcity. And I think there's something there. Like another thing about Coleman is like he was for a lot of people, the RB2 in this class. Now, he didn't get drafted that way, but for a lot of people he was. So that always comes into play as well. Like he was probably consistently a first round rookie pick in rookie mocks, or not consistently, but it wasn't uncommon to see that. So yeah, we got maybe Brando trying to move up here. Let's see. We got Brando's at the 204, so he can do something there. He can do something. Oh, Anthony Richardson was the other news, right? They're not giving him the 5th year. Surprise, surprise.
Oh, shit. I really thought it was going to happen.
Yeah.
Dude, how much would his value go up if they did give him the 5th year option?
I don't know, to be honest. Like, I think people are just kind of out on him.
Well, yeah, we haven't seen him for a season and a half or something like that.
Yeah.
He got skipped over for. They brought fucking Phillip Rivers out of retirement instead of starting him last year. It's like,
yeah,
it's like, all right.
Well, he was blind. I guess that like his, what was it, the elastic band he was using, and it hit him in the eye. So I don't think he could see. Is the problem? Like, I don't know. Maybe that was just the excuse, but I think that like that elastic band really fucked up his eye. So David says absolutely zero that he sucks. David said that in the draft chat. Would you take him or Mac Jones? They're ranked back to back.
What's that? Anthony Richardson or Mac Jones?
Would you? Yeah.
I take Richardson. Fuck it. Like upside, man. Upside.
Yeah. David's taking Mac all day. We got about just over 2 minutes left on the trade window here. Losing his vision made him a better quarterback. Yeah, maybe.
Who was it that got like LASIK last year?
Jameis.
It's like, oh yeah, that's right, Jameis. I like that could be like an excuse for throwing so many interceptions,
What'd you say?
I was just saying, like, I like that they like Jameis is like he might not even have needed LASIK. He might have just like got that just to like be like, oh yeah, that's why I was throwing like picks, like I couldn't see.
Yeah. We're having some connection issues here. Again, I don't know which side it's on.
Yeah, it's fine. That being said, one of my good friends, he didn't figure out he needed glasses until he was in his 30s. So maybe late 20s, but like he actually went to an optometrist because he had insurance for like the first time maybe. And it was like, holy shit, this is what it's supposed to look like. I thought everything was just kind of like shitty. He's like, I didn't know I was supposed to be able to read that way over there.
It's kind of funny. I guess you just like, you get used to it and adapt, right?
Yeah. It's like that whole thing. It's like, oh, is my color blue your color blue? I've definitely had that thought on mushrooms before.
We got 10 seconds there, idle. 10 seconds before I pop you back on. I think you have still about 4 minutes or so, if I remember. And the trade's been complete. Brando is on the clock. I'm going to put you back on there. You got 3 minutes and 20 seconds. And Denzel Boston is off the board. there. Let's see what the trade was. I'm excited. Nope. I just
227 thirds to move up 3 spots.
227 thirds to move up. I like it. Get your guy, and I like getting 227 thirds there. So I like it a lot. And we got Cass on the clock here. He is looking to deal that 202, guys. If anyone is interested in that. I need to check something here. By the way, guys, if you are watching, just hit the like button for us. It goes a long way, so of helping us out. And if you are not subscribe, all that fun stuff. Join our Discord, all that good stuff. And if you're out there and you have any questions, even though if you're not in this draft and stuff, fire away. We'll try and get to them. We are coming into the second round here. And yeah, people are, I like people trying to make moves. This is probably the most trade friendly league I've ever been a part of. So, as you can see by all these trades happening. So I kind of imagine this was going to be possible, that people are going to take their time, try and make these moves, especially, as we're getting out of this, it's going to fall off for people on who they like here. So I'm going to count here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So only 15 of the 48 trades now have not been traded in this rookie draft. So 33 of the 48. That's awesome. 'Tis awesome.
Keep it moving.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad we told our uncle we weren't meeting him for dinner in 3 minutes from now, since we just barely got out of the first round.
Yeah. I was just thinking about that. But yeah, it's how many what's our next big event here on the NFL calendar? I know we got the season or the schedule releasing.
Yeah, I was going to say schedule release probably.
Yeah. You should be getting, let's see here. We got 5th-year option deadline is tomorrow. There could be a 3-day post-draft rookie mini camp starting tomorrow. And then there's okay, so they basically have 2 options to do a rookie mini camp between May 1st and 4th, or 8th and 11th. So we'll be getting some like, oh my God, this 7th round pick looks amazing, and then someone trades for him or something.
Yeah, or this guy's in the best shape of his life.
Yeah, that's a given. That's a given.
Yeah. It's like, yeah, no shit. Look at these guys.
I know, right? Like, geez. I think opening the door helped the internet connection there. So.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
I don't know. Are we doing any more shows like while you're here? We can always put one of the boosters in there or run the Ethernet cable.
Yeah, I got the one listener league you're not in. We have that draft next weekend, like about 9 or 10 days when you guys are gone. But no, I don't think so, because we're not doing any more this weekend. We might do something during the week next week, so potentially one. Chris Bell. Ooh, I was hoping he dropped. I didn't think he was going to get to me, but I like the pick a lot, Chris Bell. As we got Sealy back on the clock here. He has made Tyson, Cooper, and Coleman. He was trying to trade, so maybe that 203 is up for grabs. Who knows? Love the Chris Bell pick, though. He tore his ACL in late November, but he was a fringe first-round pick. Had he not done that, and dude's like I think he's a lot of fun. He goes to Miami. Could be a bit of a redshirt year for him, but, I mean, this is the draft to take a guy that's not going to help you maybe year one, but it could be awesome in the future. So I like that a lot.
Yeah, I mean, going to Miami, right? Like, they don't have a whole lot going on anyways. So why not, man? Just take a shot. What do you think that team's going to look like this year? It's like, have we ever seen a team this like destitute to like after the draft even and everything, like where it's kind of like, well, who are their players, like who are their skill position players?
Yeah.
Do we
I
want
think they're going
any
to
of
be bad. Yeah.
outside of
No.
Achan?
Greg Dulcich. Antonio Williams off the board. I love that pick too. That's a top 16 guy for me in this class. Probably a slot receiver, but he's going to Washington. Look at their wide receiver depth chart. It's gross. It's Luke McCaffrey, obviously McLaurin, Luke McCaffrey, and Treylon Burks. So and we know Daniels likes to target over the middle. Look at what Zach Ertz did with Jaden Daniels. So I like that a lot. Antonio Williams got Idle back on the clock here, and he has taken Sadiq, traded for Sadiq, and then he has 2 picks coming up here soon. But yeah,
Marv
I think Miami's going to be one guy.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Marv, I'm going to set that rookie draft tonight. My apologies. It's probably not going to be until May 20 something. So just to give everyone a few weeks. So we'll be setting that up. That's our Hades League. We just drafted the startup there about when was that? 2 weeks ago? 3 weeks ago?
Yeah, something like that. I don't think I took any rookie picks in that either. Are you noticing a pattern yet?
You hate rookies.
Yeah. It's like, why weren't you in the NFL already? Then I would have drafted you.
We got 210, 211 on the board there. I will probably trade it. I mean, I could change my mind, but I might, if someone sent me a 27-second right now for the 210 and 211, I'll trade it. I will hit accept on there. So you're getting 2 second-round picks for 1, if anyone's interested.
I'm looking at your rankings right now. I'm like, okay, my projected pick are these guys, so I know where you're at. So I can pivot.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't know if I answered your Dolphins question, but yeah, I think they're going to be bad.
Yeah,
but I thought the Saints were going to be bad last year. Look how that turned out. Yeah. Every year I think yeah, I think every year we fall into this like trap of just being like, this is going to happen and it can't happen any other way. And it's like, oh yeah, it's football. Anything can freaking happen. Like, would you be shocked this year if Jadarian Price is better than Jeremiah Love for fantasy in year 1?
No, not really. I mean, the narrative is like, it's not a talent thing, right? It's an opportunity thing. Like, Charbonnet doesn't come back, and when he does, or if he does, like he's not himself. Love's in a shitty offense with no touchdown opportunity and a crowded backfield with a healthy James Conner somehow in front of him. You can definitely spin it. I don't think it's likely. So I guess after saying all that, I would be kind of shocked, but not completely.
Yeah, if James Conner stays there in Arizona, I can see him being a huge thorn in the side of Jeremiah Love, especially in the first month of the season. I wouldn't be shocked. Like I don't think they're that far off year 1. So I don't know why I brought that up, but it's more of just like, yeah, we just need to stop being so like, this is how things are going to work out. It's like, look at all the possibilities and kind of, choose your path type of thing and what's more likely and stuff like that. So Idle, you do got a trade offer, it looks like, from Brando. 30
Okay,
seconds.
so team structure or whatever stays the same this entire okay. Everything stays the same as right now. Charbonnet's back and we'll say after week 8. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Who has the better season there?
Oh, Jeremy Bernard, I love so much. I mean, I still lean Love just because I think he's like really good, and there's a chance. Like I know last couple of rookie running backs, Bijan and Genty. Gibbs had a really good year, year one, but Bijan and Genty, man, it's tough because why did those guys not perform where we thought they were going to? I don't know if I lagged out or he did. So I don't know who I'm talking to and who I'm not talking to. We got garlic bread on the board. Yeah, I'm jealous about Jeremy Bernard here. And you taking him. Hang on one second, guys. Let me know if you guys can hear me. Anyone in the draft chat or in the YouTube chat? Because I don't know if who I'm talking to. Nicholas Singleton. Okay, so it's the other one then. Oh, he's back.
I'm back.
Okay, I wasn't sure if it was me or you.
No, that was not my connection. My charger was not plugged all the way in, and like I saw like the notification, I was like, "Oh, it's dying now."
Your camera's off, by the way.
Oh, good.
But
let me
to answer your question, I was basically talking about like Bijan and Genty were kind of disappointments year one from where we drafted them, and expectations year one. And the reason was those teams weren't really ready for a running back like of that caliber, right? The Lions were, and Jahmyr Gibbs was, if I remember correctly, was awesome as a rookie, right? And so you can make that argument that like Seahawks are ready for a running back, and Arizona is not. Where was Gibbs? Gibbs year one was RB8 in points per game. So Bijan was RB17. So yeah, it might be a lot closer than people think. I still will lean Love, but it could be a lot closer.
Where are you drafting Jeremiah Love in redraft?
Man.
So I I'll let you think about this a little bit. I'm sure you have a bit, but so I was listening to the NFL draft, or I guess just watching like the updates on our way out to camping last week. And I was kind of just like thinking out loud to Bree because she's like, who the fuck are any of these guys? Like she'll start paying attention when the draft date in her home league gets set for rookies. And I was kind of like, man, like I'll give you my answer. I was like, if Connor doesn't go anywhere, it's like I'm not taking him before the 3rd round. Like that's kind of my feeling. And maybe that's like swinging too far the other way from I didn't even draft Ashton Genty last year in any redraft leagues or anything at the end of the first or at the 1-2 turn where he was kind of going. So it's not even like I feel burned by that. But I don't know. I was just kind of like, I think early 3rd, mid 3rd is where I'm taking Love.
Okay, so let me read some running backs here. So I think Chase Brown, you're thinking definitely Chase Brown over Jeremiah Love, right?
Yeah, I'll take Chase Brown.
Bucky Irving.
Bucky's a little scary. Who's next on the list? Yeah, probably though.
Kyron.
Yeah, it's close.
Kyron's next.
What's that?
And then James.
Yeah, I'll take Kyron.
James Cook.
Yes.
Amarion Hampton.
Yeah.
Is this right? No, this is 20. This is 25. Okay. This is why it's a little off.
Going, like,
I'm just looking at like yeah, that was like this doesn't seem right. We did see Zachariah Branch off the board. Draft is going slow not as slow as a slow draft, that's for sure. Okay,
and maybe the same amount of trades.
Yeah. Chase Brown, Amarian Hampton, Saquon. What about Saquon?
Yeah, I'll take Saquon.
Kenneth Walker, Josh Jacobs.
I feel like Jacobs, yeah. Yeah, I feel like I'll take both of those guys. Ken Walker is a little not scary to me, but like I'd rather have Jacobs over Walker. Like Jacobs is an easier yes.
Okay. So he's basically ranked around right after Javonte Williams, right before Kyron, and Bucky and Scattaboo.
Wait, Javonte Williams is ranked ahead of Kyron?
Yes.
What kind of
this
shit
is just
that?
Fantasy Pros consensus ADP. I mean, dude, people always underestimate Kyron.
Yeah, fair enough.
So yeah, would you take Javonte, Kyron, Bucky, Scattaboo over Love?
No, not all of them. I would take Kyron and Bucky is kind of like the line. I think I'll just take Love at that point.
Okay. So that looks like around let's see here. So it looks like he's going around end of round 4. So I think that's fair.
Yeah, I'm thinking mid round 3. I haven't really like thought about too much about like where all the receivers are going, and no quarterbacks before that, obviously. So I don't know. Something I was just kind of wondering if you got a handle on it.
Yeah.
Kevin, Marv, Cass, all you guys, where are you guys drafting Jeremiah Love in redraft?
Yeah, I think people are going to be a little bit scared of him going to the Cardinals, and they're going to wise up to like, well, Bijan didn't do it, Genty didn't do it, and the common denominator was like, not that they weren't good, they just weren't on teams that were ready for it. So I think it's fair. Like, I don't think I'm taking him in the top 3 rounds. David says this pick is off on the board, guys. If anyone wants to potentially trade for this, you still have your trade window, David, if I remember, unless I forgot to mark you off. But if you do want to stop it, once again, when we hit to round 3, I'm going to switch it over to 3 minutes per pick, so we'll speed up a little bit. We got the comp pick happening at the end of round 2. See no problem taking Price at 4. You're talking about in the rookie draft, Marv? We're talking more redraft, like, you know, is anyone going to be surprised if Price is better than Jeremiah Love in redraft? And I really don't think we should be. So, yeah, I'm fine. I mean, I could see Price that high too, to be honest. So we saw Max Clare go off the board and Zachariah Branch. So this is a 1.25 tight end premium, meaning tight ends get 2.25 per reception. Still on the board if anyone wants a 2 second-round picks here for 127 second.
That means you wanted Max Clare.
No, I've been announcing this for a while. No, actually, I mean, I would have taken him for sure. There's
really?
There's a couple guys there. I'm potentially hoping fall.
Yeah. Yeah, I just don't know like how you can trust any Rams tight end in the Sean McVay offense at this point,
Well,
it could be the guy.
Here's what I'll say about that is like Max Clare's like profile is really, really good. His production, his athletic ability, his tape. He's going to an elite offensive team. And yes, they use too many tight ends, but at the same time, there's no dominant tight end there. So like, and McVay's history is like when there is a guy that is like dominant, they use the hell out of that guy. Puka getting 22 freaking targets, in his first game. Cooper Kupp and what he did. Kyron was playing like 90% of the snaps, for a while. So when they have their guy, and maybe that guy never really like surfaced last year. So I see the argument for Claire there. It could be tough year one, but I mean, we're at this point where all these guys are tough year one. But who knows? Like maybe it's he kind of like rises above them all. So, and
yeah. I really like, when's the last time we saw like a good tight end? Like the only like with the Rams, like Gerald Everett, like, and was even that good? Like I'm just trying to think. Like
Higbee won me I started Higbee every single week in a tight end premium league and won a championship with him, except for his bye week.
So. Well, not because of Higbee though. Like
no, it was because of Higbee. Damn it. Yeah, it probably was Higbee. Like 2020. I remember him being like top 10 one year. Might have been 22, 72 catches, 600 yards. So,
how many touchdowns? 3?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I'm actually looking at Gerald Everett stats because I'm like, why is he the only one that I can think of from the Rams? Last played in 2020, and he basically had a shitty version of those stats, around 400 yards, around 40 catches each year, and 1 or 2 touchdowns. It's like, why do I remember Gerald Everett ever being on a fantasy roster?
Yeah, he had a decent year with the Chargers one year. I took the trade. Someone, Cass and Brando offered me the trade. I went with what I saw that came up as the first one. So there. And I took it. Eli Raridan off the board, Katron Allen off the board. So I got the 27-second. I traded the 210 and 211. Remind me to pause once the 212 goes off the board. So Allen off the board and Raridan off the board. I know some people are pretty excited about Eli Raridan out of Notre Dame going to New England. So obviously he'll sit behind Hunter Henry for a year, and then we will see where it goes. Seems like the wide receiver based on performance this year is Tate Tyson, KC, and then Lemon. I don't know. I'd probably still have Lemon over KC. Like, Eagles don't throw the ball a lot, but like they still consistently have 2 wide receivers in the top 20, one of them being in the top 12. I know last year was an exception for Devonta Smith, but they're very efficient. So I would still put Lemon over Concepcion, not really knowing what the hell the Browns have at the quarterback spot. So we got the 211 here for Cass. He might be looking to deal it. So yeah. How you getting a little bit of an idea where you're going to be taken?
I'll wait like 5 more picks. I mean, I don't know. Like I said, like all of it's all over the board. I'm just kind of looking at a little bit of Fantasy Pros, a little bit of yours, a little bit of what I've heard. I don't do a lot of scouting and stuff. I listen to a lot of people that are a lot smarter than me when it comes to this shit. And yeah, what's my pick? It's 35. So it's kind of like,
you still got a while. You're a whole round away.
Yeah, I'll just kind of, I'll just pick somebody according to like, oh yeah, I've heard, you know, so and so talk about this guy a bunch. I'm really sad the draft guide didn't come out. I like reading through that thing, and I don't watch a lot of college football, so.
Yeah, I have to double check if it actually did. I just didn't notice it, but I don't think it actually did here. Yeah, it doesn't look like. I'll look after and see if I can find it. Yeah, we got 2 minutes here for gas.
You can read it to me on our long drive tomorrow if you find it.
Sure.
Can you imagine just reading a draft guide? It's like all right, well, like he did this and this, you know, like
Ted Hurst off the board. All right, when Scarlet Bread makes this. Go ahead.
Sorry. I was just going to say Ted Hurst was a guy that I heard a lot about pre-draft for sure. Can't hate on the landing spot too much. Like you said, like a lot of these guys are probably not going to do a whole lot in their first year.
Right.
But you never know. You never know.
Yeah. Cass, don't make a pick. Don't make a pick yet. Idle, tell me who you want. Tell me who you want there for the 213, the comp pick. We got our last pick here was Elijah Surratt off the board. Yeah, Ted Hurst was getting some late draft off-season hype, and I mean he does things that like he played at a smaller school, but like he's tall and fast, and that combination is always hard to find and stuff. So, but yeah, Idle, let me know please in the next couple of minutes here. What's up, Jason? How's it going? We got a live rookie draft here. If anyone's interested in getting into our next listener league, it's going to be an auction league. We're probably not going to draft it until I would say end of May at the earliest. But yeah, hop on in. We're going to be setting that up here soon. Yeah. Idle, let me know in the draft chat. I'll give you a couple minutes. Looks like he's typing here. Let me get ready. I'm going to switch this over to 3 minutes. He's going to take Carson Beck. Took me a second. Like Beck. Carson Beck. So let me add that. Everyone, you're going to have to refresh here in just a second if you want to see Carson Beck off the board. Because if you don't refresh, if you don't refresh, he's gonna just keep appearing there, and you're gonna try and draft him and be like, "What the hell is going on?" All right, we got Carson Beck added to Idle. We are switching over to 3 minutes on the clock, guys, and let's do it. All right. Ibuka, Royals, Besh, Isleman were my favorite. Yeah, I really loved Royals last year. And I still have hope in Jalen Royals for sure of being something. So, right. You fool. I might be up for trading this 305. I'm not sure yet, but if anyone, I'll trade the 305 for a 27 third if anyone wants it potentially. I'm not going to hit accept yet. There's a couple guys that I might be interested in. So, but yeah, I was going to ask you something, but I need to wait till someone else comes off the board before I do. Brazel off the board. I really like Brazel for what I think he's going to unlock Tetaroa, McMillan. Tetaroa played 85% of his snaps almost out wide, which is fine, but we want to see him move around and be in the slot. I just don't think they had anyone consistent to play that kind of outside X spot. I don't think Leggett was the guy to do it. And so I think Brazel can play that. I think that's really going to unlock Tetaroa to like move around and get a lot of easy targets. So I'm excited about that. Jason says, is me trading away Kyle Pitts and Travis Hunter in tight end premium for a first-round pick and a third-round pick next year? Dynasty in tight end premium if I don't receive any points from Travis on defense. What's the tight end premium there? So you're getting a 27 first for Pitts and Travis Hunter. I feel like that's okay. Carson Beck got taken. Carson Beck was taken at the 213. You need to refresh. You need to refresh so you don't see him on the board there, potentially. So I'm going to mute real quick.
Oh. Sorry.
No, that's fine. I was just muting as the siren went by. You see Justin Jolie off the board.
Yeah, I kind of figured that out. But I have too many windows open. I don't have my multi-screen set up right now because I'm banished to the laundry room.
I don't know. I mean, I was gonna.
I'm kind of curious about Kyle Pitts for a first in a tight end premium. I'd rather have just Kyle Pitts, I think, depending on where that projected first is.
Yeah, I need a little bit more information on where that first is going to be. Because if you're saying if it's like top 8 next year, man, I'm going to make a video about the 27 class, but like we could be going deep into the second round of like maybe first round picks in the NFL draft. Like it could get that kind of crazy. So, yeah. Any idea, Jason, where that 27 first is going to be? Damn, I got sniped twice. Skylar Bell off the board. If anyone wants this pick, I'm just going to take it
for free.
Just double. If anyone wants to make a trade here, like move up, let me know. I'll give it about a minute. I probably want to make a pick here or like in the next few picks. I don't think I'm just going to trade it for a random 27 third. But if anyone wants to move up or something, let me know. Let me know.
This is why I did not even bother even thinking about my pick, because I was kind of like, oh yeah, maybe this guy or this guy. And it's like, well, that's pretty much what the third round has been so far. Well, at least the last 2 picks and Surratt. But it's like, well, I know they're not going to make it to me. So I'm just kind of like, whatever.
So 1.5 meaning it's a 0.5 tight end premium or tight ends. So I assume tight ends are getting 1.5 per reception. That's how some people write it. Any idea where that 27 first is going to be? You're saying you have 5 picks in the first 3 rounds? Is that what you mean? I'm okay because again that 27 class is just so hyped. So I'm fine with doing it because I don't think the half point tight end premium to me makes it that like I don't. It doesn't boost tight ends as much as I think it should, in my own opinion. So I'm just going to grab Mike Washington here. Take the handcuff to Genty.
Maybe. Isn't Mostert still there? No, I'm just kidding.
I don't even know. Is he?
Yeah, I don't know
I don't
either.
think he is,
Probably not.
We got Sniper on the clock, his only pick. Sniper has basically traded his next 2 drafts. I wonder when the 29 picks are getting put into it.
Yeah, trade me one of those Sniper.
I think I'm okay, Jason. I'm okay getting the 27 first Pitts and Hunter. Like, I don't think Hunter's just useless, but there is a chance he is useless. So if you want to, you're probably not going to get much more for him, to be honest. So I'm fine with it because, again, I know how high. I mean, again, just go back up here. We got someone traded a 27-second for a first for the 109 and the 207 in this class. So, that just shows you the hype there, and that's only going to continue to skyrocket. So, but yeah, guys, we have over 30 people watching. Appreciate you all. Hit the like button for us if you so please. Join our Discord as well. And if you want to know whenever we go live, and we have 3 more live rookie drafts to do. The next one is next Saturday, I think. The May 9th, I believe it is. So be on the lookout for that.
I think it's kind of funny, like hearing the car go by downstairs and on your screen at the same time. Does it sound like this? Like normally, like when I'm recording, like
no,
just hear the blow by?
No, it doesn't.
Yeah. Must be a special time.
Yeah. Looks like Sniper might not be here. Probably said his queue though. I saw his green dot earlier. So
how the hell did he set his queue so far out? I'm gonna call the trade window when I get on the clock just so I can like process some of the shit that's happening.
I mean, you could just like rank out your Sniper just popped on. You could just rank out like your top 30 players and then go from there. Jacoby Lane off the board. I know Jacoby Lane has a lot of fans. Went to Baltimore. Not super excited about that, but meatball. We got garlic bread and meatballs in this league. We should all switch to food names.
Well, I'm a food.
Yeah. And I mean, maybe balls deep, depending on who you ask.
Yeah.
You guys shuck some corn.
Yeah, get your guys.
Oh, wait, that's garlic bread. David says me or Brando are winning this draft. So Brando has Lemon, Price, and Boston. I like that haul a lot, for sure. And David has Tate, Concepcion, Stribling, and Justin Jolie. Yep. I like it.
I mean, I think I'm winning by not having to take a bunch of these guys,
I mean, add T. Higgins to my draft because I traded the 104, traded back from the 104 to get T. Higgins. Who else? I mean, I like Seeley's draft. Tyson, Cooper, Coleman, Antonio Williams, Drew Allar. We see Emmett Johnson and Klubnik off the board. Emmett Johnson should be potentially backing up Kenneth Walker. We'll see. And we got Cass back on the clock here. He takes Malachi Fields, New York Giants wide receiver, off the board. Yeah, if anyone wants my pick for 27-4th, fire it my way. Probably you don't, but in case you do.
Probably you don't.
Let's see. Cass thinks he did well. Cass got a haul here. Stowers, Chris Bell, love it. I mean, Kaytron Allen could easily be the RB1 in Washington. Raritan, I know people are high on. Hurst. I love your late, like your last, like the Hurst, Brazel, Skylar Bell. Like you assume you could throw Malachi Fields in there. You assume one of those guys are going to be something at least, right? So, yeah. Brando is looking for one of these picks. If anyone wants to deal it to Brando, he's looking for one of these picks. So, yeah. No, but I like that haul of receivers there, Cass, that you made for sure. Again, like what I said before, the odds of a third round or later wide receiver hitting are very low. But if you get 4 or 5 of them, you hope one of them does,
Yeah. Brando, send the offer. You're gonna take my only pick. Oh no, I guess I have 411 also.
Yeah, Brando, tacos in on it. Now you don't have to factor T into my, because then you have to like, if we do that, you have to factor like everyone's veteran players into the trades they made and stuff. So if we just look at it in rookies, I kind of agree with you, David. Am I crazy, or did Tyson and Concepcion's pictures just pop up on the screen? Or have they always been there?
I don't know. Maybe Sleeper's doing updates as we speak.
Oh, I think it's because those picks weren't traded, so you can actually see the little like profile. I think that's why you don't see it in the other ones there. That threw me off for a second.
I was gonna say I got most of Travis Etienne and Alvin Kamara in this draft also. So there you go.
Yeah, it gets a little complicated when you start doing all that. So we got Brandon, 18 seconds, 15 seconds on the clock.
Branzino.
My God.
He's fucking tilting at the end of the third round.
I'm sure he has. He better have a cue. Time is up. You're on auto pick. Garrett Nussmeier off the board.
Son of a bitch. No, I didn't want him.
I thought Nussmeier was the QB3 in this draft until he went, to the Chiefs in the 7th round. So you like the trade window?
No. Well, Brandon, I'll trade you my pick, Brandon. Send me your 27 first. You can get your guy.
Yeah. Sorry, Brandon. We can't.
I should call him balls deep so they don't think I'm talking to Brando.
I actually always think that Brando is Brandon, like balls deep. It takes me a second. You said you wanted your trade window, or were you just joking, or you want me to?
I was just joking. Just because now I'm okay, now I can finally I've been updating it as we go, and I'm kind of all right. But now I need to look at all the information. I'm switching between tabs like a fucking peasant.
Yeah.
Just all elitist for no reason.
Brandon, you still are on auto pick, by the way. Just balls deep.
You know what? I only have a minute and a half. Yeah, maybe give me my trade window.
Yep. Okay. Draft is paused.
I'm just trying to make sure I marked off all the guys that I actually wanted.
No, you're good. You are good. Better to use it now than your 411.
Yeah, well. All right. I think I know who I want. Send me the offers, everybody. Now, who was it? Was it Brando that wanted something?
Yeah, Brando did. Brandon, you had your trade window too, man. Could have used it. Balls deep.
Yeah, what happened there, shithead?
I think Nussmeier's a good quarterback, but yeah, just 7th round of the Chiefs is rough. It is rough. Do I want to see if you make a little trade with you? I'm going to risk it. I'm going to see who's watching my videos and who's not.
Oh, I'm definitely not.
I'm just kidding. Kind of. You got you still got 3.5 minutes, so you had a minute and a half still on your clock, I think.
Yeah, something like that. I already found the guy that I think I want. Now I'm just making sure I didn't forget to delete somebody.
like Jeremiah Love.
Yeah, well, he went earlier than I thought. This is compelling shit.
Yeah. It is.
You know what I don't like about not having a second screen is that I can't, like, there's no confidence monitor. So I haven't actually like looked at like I probably have like a giant booger hanging out of my nose this entire time because I haven't like looked at our actual stream and to like see the comments
see much details on our face when we're in the little small box. So
yeah, it's all right. I usually do have a booger there, anyways.
Who is he gonna pick? The suspense is on. You got 2.5 minutes. You're not getting any offers?
Actually, I don't know.
Should probably check
that. Do I need to back out of the draft to see that?
Oh, I mean, you can open a new tab or you can check your phone.
Yeah, I know my phone's like up here. Well, no one said anything, so I'm just gonna assume no one wants to trade with me.
Yeah, open a new tab if you want.
Oh wait, I do have a trade offer.
David said, "Please pick. It's late."
You're telling me, man. We're 45 minutes late for dinner.
He is on the East Coast. David, you only have the 408. 408 though. You can always set your click on team. He said he sent a trade.
Yeah, I see it.
Okay. You got a minute and a half. Plus, I think about a minute and a half on your normal clock.
Yeah.
In between Q and chat. Okay. But yeah, David, if you have to take off, don't worry. You can just pop on auto pick or something. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 10, just line up your top 10 players and boom.
I'm gonna really like drag this out too.
True. The next Puka at the 408. Yeah. I have the next Puka. I'll tell you when he goes. I mean, he's definitely going to go by 404. So the next Puka is loading, guys. If you guys want to know who the next Puka Nakua is, Dan says, I'll take $10 Fab to not use my trade window. Oh, man. Oh, yeah. I forgot. It's funny.
You know what's funny is like I don't even remember who I was gonna pick, and like I never stuck him in the queue, so now I'm just like totally screwed here. Here, we'll go here.
About to end.
Yeah, it's all right. I don't need this guy.
So no trade, huh?
I didn't like him. I'll just take
them on here. I like it.
Yeah, not my finest hour, but that's okay.
No, you're fine.
I just kind of figured, Minnesota running back Aaron Jones is going to play 7 games, and Jordan Mason sucks. Unless he's on my team, then I'll trade him to you.
He's a Jag. Guys, if you want to know who the next Puka Nakua is, you will find out by the 404. So stick around for that at least. And then always stick around for Mr. Irrelevant. So you never know. But next Puka Nakua is loading at the latest 5 picks. At the latest.
All right, so it's a wide receiver.
Oh, I finally get Brandon's comment where he said, damn it, David. Where he said, I thought he was saying he tried to trade back and misspelled back, but he tried to draft Carson Beck, but Carson Beck was taken with the comp pick, so
Yeah,
that's what's screwed.
Oh, well, good. That's what you get for not paying attention and eating dinner with your family.
Yeah, sacrifices, man. That's what you get for waking up at 1 a.m. to work, or 2 a.m. as well.
Yeah, to make a presentation.
Yeah.
Come on, dude. Get your shit together.
So we got 1 minute there for Pete. I thought Pete was on auto pick. I guess he came alive. He came alive.
All right, I better start fucking queuing guys up.
Yeah. Pete, I don't even know if Pete's here. Did he just take himself off of auto pick and then bail? That would be funny if he did that. You guys are gonna wait an extra 3 minutes. Pete is probably the biggest engine in this league in terms of like facilitating trades or like getting trades going and stuff.
Yeah. I traded with Pete. Everyone's traded with Pete.
Yeah. Basically. Rick knows the puka. We'll see. I mean, you guys never know. Could be. It doesn't have to be a wide receiver either. You know, could be a quarterback. Could be tight end.
That's some bullshit.
Favorite name in this draft? Jam Miller's pretty good.
You can't talk about guys that are on the board still. I was going to draft Jam Miller.
Whoa, we just got 3 picks there. Like, boom, boom, boom. What happened? Taylon Green off the board. I love the upside pick of Taylon Green, who just like, dude is like a crazy athlete quarterback there. And we got Black off the board here. He's, potentially the backup. He was the RB3 taken. Shows you what people think about him. One more pick until we find out who the next Puka is. I could get sniped. We'll see. It's okay if I do. But yeah, Kalen Black off the board. No one expected him. 49ers made a couple of picks, John Stribling and Black, and they didn't, it was a little bit like, what? But yeah, I think
they're just trying to throw us off.
Yeah, probably.
Probably. All right, Mike, how many kickers got drafted this year?
I have no idea. Are you including punters?
Kickers. I don't know. Let me see if they're.
I don't know.
Yeah, we'll include punters. Why not?
3, 0. I don't even know.
You should have stuck with 3.
Oh yeah. No, it counts. My first. I said final answer. Adam Randall off the board. Okay, next Puka Nacua, guys. He just so happened, and everyone, a couple of people in the chat. Well, one person in the chat already said it. David's trying to, rain on my parade a little bit, but no, I'm just kidding. Just so happened he got taken by the Rams himself. But CJ Daniels, man, he's my sleeper this year. I would potentially take him as early as a mid-third. Is he going to hit? I don't know. 6th round pick to the Rams, but the guy can play. I think he's a fun player. He was, the Rams potentially, they had a 3rd round pick and then they didn't pick until the 6th round. Potentially thought of him as maybe an early day 3 pick. Devontae Adams is going to be 34 this year. Puka Nacua gets beat up a lot. So I'm kind of in on CJ Daniels. I think he's a lot of fun. The next Puka Nacua, remember that. Although every draft does not need to have a Puka Nacua, and really every draft doesn't have a Puka Nacua. So,
is this like your Jordan Whittington call from a couple years ago?
Yeah, Dude, that was a hit. What? How is it not a hit? I mean, he's sitting on everyone's, most people's Dynasty rosters. To me, that's I mean, Ja'Cory Cross-Kemerit last year. No one was talking about Ja'Cory Cross in June, and those guys to me are hits because their value increased tenfold. Like you got him as an undrafted free agent, and who knows what he had become. So, yeah, I love Jordan Whittington. I mean, him, Daniels, and Konata Mumpfield are going to be they're going to be battling it out for that wide receiver 3 spot there. So, but they're not going to use 3 wide receivers that much. Oh, look at this. Turf Show Times. Ramalytics. CJ Daniels could shake up Rams receiving depth. Dun, dun, dun. CJ Daniels' emotional call with Rams was when the NFL draft moments.
You wrote those articles.
New Rams wide receiver CJ Daniels outpaced several highly drafted rookies in 2026. See?
Oh,
yeah.
Oh,
I did have
wow.
Right, just reading all the good headlines about him.
Yeah. Well,
yeah.
I mean no one's
I think it was
like
March.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, right? No one's gonna write about him sucking because no one would care to read that. Yeah, I think it was like March, sometime in March when we talked about Bill. It might have even been earlier, to be honest. So, Keon Coleman. I was thinking of allowing veterans to be drafted because I feel like this might have been, I don't know, people would just pick them up in waivers, but I know sometimes people do rookie drafts where you can actually draft like waiver wire guys. And I was wondering, like, will there be waiver wire guys taking over some of these rookies?
Yeah, should have taken them yesterday for $0.
Yeah. By the way, and I'll announce this because some of you probably aren't watching anymore, but I am locking waiver wires ads until tomorrow morning, just to give everyone like a full day to get in undrafted stuff. Because I know for some people, like David, it's approaching midnight and stuff. So, yeah, I'm just gonna give everyone a full day. Pete's out there in Australia and stuff like that. But Dan, are you gonna call? You gonna call the? You gonna call your trade window?
Don't do it, Dan. Don't fucking do it.
He said, "Give me $10 fab." Oh, Brennan Thompson off the board. Yeah, Thompson off the board. Douglas off the board. Bryce Lance off the board.
Bryce Lance was in my queue. I'm gonna have to take an extra couple of minutes here.
He
actually was in my queue because I'm just like, all right, fuck it.
Yeah, no, I think he's solid. I'm gonna start looking at. Well, actually, I'll look at my team once Jeremiah Love gets added in.
I think he's solid. So, what? He's not like a gas, is what you're saying? He's not a plasma. The fourth state of matter. Yeah,
I think he's dark matter. We just don't know what he is.
Yeah. Yeah, we can detect it, but we don't actually know it exists. It kind of has to make the math work. Maybe the math fucking works.
Yeah. And Bryce Lance could be the key to solving dark matter, and then he could be awesome. No, actually, I think he could be. I mean, it sucks he's behind Tyson and Olave, but I think he's kind of like a Christian Watson-esque player. Same school, same kind of build, same skill set and stuff. So just didn't necessarily get the draft capital there.
And we don't know who he's behind yet. Okay.
True. Could be behind Bailey as well.
Yeah, yeah. Could be behind more guys.
Yeah.
Even better.
Brandon is on the clock. Is he gonna? Okay, Dion Burks, freak athlete there, off the board.
Now I might pick this guy just based on his name.
Oh, let me see. Le'Veon Moss.
Just the guy at the top.
Well, I mean, you get like Le'Veon Bell, Randy Moss. You know, I don't know who you would be. I know who I would take.
Oh, you want to trade?
Yeah. Well, nah, it's okay. 28 fourth.
I'm down. Send it.
Yeah. Okay. How much time we got? 2 minutes?
2 minutes.
Plenty of time. I mean, I never make trades for my phone, so I'm just like, what do I do? Hang on, it's coming. Dude, the internet. It's the internet.
This better be the 401.
All right. Could be 28 fourth for the 411. There you go.
Oh. Right.
Trade is in.
Now I'm just gonna wait until there's 1 second left. No, I'm gonna counter you. No. All right, there it is, live on the air.
Seth McGowan, my other Puka Nakua.
No, that guy sucks.
I mean, he was a 7th round pick and he's like almost 25 years old already. So,
yeah.
But I was going to spend a decent amount of fab on him, so why not? And we got Mr. Irrelevant on the board. Who's it going to be?
Here we go. Let's see it. Make it good.
Remember that Carson Beck is off the board in case anyone's watching afterwards and like, why the hell did Carson Beck not get drafted? That is why. I would like my draft a lot more if like Alar or Skylar Bell fell to me. And we got the guy, I don't know how to say his name, Kaczmarek. 3rd round pick though.
Will
by the Kaczmarek.
I was gonna say Kaczmarek.
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure how to say it. So, well, here we go. This is it. This is my team now. We got May, Love, Henderson, AJ Brown, Rashid Rice, Andrews, Higgins, Waddle, DJ Moore, Watson, Marvin Harrison, and Jackson Dart. I feel really good about that starting lineup. Depth is going to be a little bit. Yeah, it's always going to be an issue in these leagues, but I got Gunnar Helm. I got to cut guys now.
Yeah. It's okay. I'll pick up the guys you drop.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Let's see how terrible my team is. You think I can cut Jawar Jordan?
Yeah. I think so.
Yeah, that wasn't a real question.
Waivers, I'll announce it here, but I'm gonna open it up tomorrow morning. I just want to give everyone like a full day rather than some people are on the East Coast, some people are in Australia. So I want to give everyone the full day to kind of put in claims there since we're finishing a little late here. But yeah, really appreciate everyone. It's a lot of fun. 2 hours almost on the dot there. So I kind of thought there's going to be a chance with this league because it's a trade happy league, but Next time we'll be live won't be until next week. We're gone this weekend, so we'll be there Wednesday or Thursday next week. So appreciate you guys, everyone, and we will see you all in the next stream. Bye.